Fascinating details have emerged today on the death of Hamas terror chief Yahya Sinwar. Sinwar was at the very top of Israel's most wanted list after masterminding last year's October 7 massacres, which detonated the bloody Gaza war and strife across the Middle East. Huge operations have been mounted for more than a year, using intelligence sources and ground-penetrating radar probing his tunnel network beneath Gaza. But he was killed following a battle with Israeli forces above ground in the besieged southern city of Rafah on Wednesday. And it emerged today that none of the soldiers involved had any idea they'd hunted down their most wanted fugitive until after they'd killed him. White-bearded Sinwar's distinctive features appeared only when a scarf wrapped around his face was removed as he lay dead in the rubble with a gaping hole in his forehead. We're told that stunned soldiers were immediately ordered to hack off one of his fingers to send for DNA checks, which confirmed the kingpin was dead hours later. The drama began at around 10 a.m. on Wednesday when a routine patrol of troops spotted a suspicious figure entering a building. 3 trainee commanders reported the find in Rafah's Tel Sultan neighbourhood, and their battalion commander ordered forces to open fire on the building. At around 3 p.m, an Israeli drone spotted 3 figures exiting the building, trying to move from house to house to escape the area. 2 of the figures moved in front, protectively clearing the way for the third, who would later turn out to be Sinwar. IDF troops opened fire again, seriously wounding the terrorists as 2 dashed inside a building for cover while Sinwar ran alone into a block nearby. An Israeli tank then opened fire on both buildings before injured Sinwar staggered to the second floor. A tank fired another shell at the building and an infantry moved to search its blistered interior. But Sinwar had survived the onslaught and managed to throw 2 grenades, one of which exploded. The soldiers withdrew and a drone was deployed to fly into the building to conduct a search. It hovered through an open window and its rotors kicked up a cloud of dust before the ghostly figure of Sinwar appeared, slumped in a chair with the scarf wound around his face. The dusty masked man appeared exhausted with blood pooling in the arm of his chair from a serious wound to his right elbow, and as the drone hovered closer, he reached down with his left hand and weakly managed to fling a piece of wooden debris towards it. The Israeli drone pilot anticipated the move and manoeuvred his craft away before returning to focus on its target before another tank shell hit the room. IDF troops also opened up with withering assaults to wipe out anyone inside, killing Sinwar and his 2 henchmen. But the building wasn't searched until Thursday morning when the dead terrorist's resemblance to Sinwar was noticed, sparking frantic moves to identify him. Ivan Sinwar, who masterminded the October 7 attacks in which 1,200 were killed, was believed to have been hiding in tunnels using captives as human shields. But he appears to have been caught by chance after a string of near misses while venturing above ground to find a new refuge as Israeli forces closed the net. Evidence released yesterday from his post-mortem examination revealed the monster didn't endure the hunger and malnutrition faced by his terrified hostages in Gaza. His autopsy revealed the primary cause of death appeared to be a long-range gunshot wound to his head. But pathologists also noted additional multiple wounds caused by shell impacts, and the corpse was riddled with shrapnel fragments. Israeli PM Benjamin Netanyahu yesterday promised no let-up in Israel's war on Hamas in Gaza despite the achievement of one of its major war aims. He was coming under huge domestic and international pressure to strike a deal to free the dwindling band of around 50 hostages remaining in the terror stronghold. But peace still appeared a long way off last night as fighting continued in Gaza and with Hezbollah's terrorist troops in Lebanon.